Hello everyone, my name is Beth Menyasan. I'm an emergency wash and gender advisor. I would like to discuss why it is important to consider gender and wash in emergencies and what actions can be taken during wash programming. In emergencies, when adequate and appropriate water, sanitation and hygiene are not available, major health hazards can result. The provision of adequate and accessible water, sanitation and hygiene therefore demands immediate attention from the onset of an emergency. However, simply providing water and sanitation facilities will not by itself guarantee their optimal use or impact on public health. Understanding gender, culture, and social relations is absolutely essential in assessing, designing, and implementing an appropriate water, sanitation, and hygiene program that is effective and safe and restores the dignity of the affected population. What can we do? The following minimum standards are useful to consider. 1. During assessments, gather information separately from women, girls, boys, and men, including the elderly and those living with disabilities, about cultural beliefs and practices in water and sanitation use, for example, hygiene habits, needs, and roles in operation and maintenance, and time spent on water collection. This data is then disaggregated by sex and age to develop a profile of at-risk populations to aid in designing suitable targeted actions. 2. Consult girls and women as a priority at all stages of the project, particularly about the physical placement and the design of water points, showers, and toilets in order to reduce time spent waiting and collecting water and to mitigate incidences of violence. 3. It is also good to design wash facilities that respond to distinct dignity, safety, and access needs for all. For example, all public toilets and shower blocks are separated by sex and with pictograms, locks on the inside, privacy screens are provided, are well lit, and has specific design for people with disability. This also includes wash facilities in child-friendly spaces. 4. Encourage an equal representation of women and men in the committees and in trainings to ensure equal engagement in decision-making and responsibility for management of wash facilities. Ensure women members of committees' voices are heard. 5. Respond to specific hygiene needs of menstruating girls and women by the construction of special washing facilities that enhance their privacy and dignity, and by the provision of female hygiene kits, like I recently saw in Launaora Secondary School, Vanuatu, which is a showcase example. At the same time, consult with women and girls to agree on a suitable hygiene content and ensure that they are primary recipients. Where possible, consult with women and girls if they would prefer distribution in kind or through cash-based delivery mechanisms. 6. Ensure that awareness and practices relating to hygiene practices, for example, hand washing at key times, is targeted for women, girls, boys, and men, and especially caregivers, and becomes routine practice for all. In addition, a continuous monitoring of who is using the water points and the sanitation facilities and of who takes part in decision forums contributes to improving safe and equitable access and use of wash services for vulnerable populations. Having a gender action plan and monitoring it regularly also helps to ensure that corrective measures are taken on time. It is good practice when wash actors liaise with other sectors to coordinate on gender issues, for example, with protection, with shelter on the design of facilities, and with livelihoods, for example, for cash-based mechanisms. Make certain that women and men have equal opportunities for work or employment, for example, during cash for work activities. CARE has many resources that are available online for further reference, and you can get in touch with any of the gender in emergency specialists for further support. Thank you and all the best.